Hello and welcome to my video series. Today we're going to be learning about the sus. As I said, we're learning about the sus. Last video we learned about the hutmul, and before that we learned about the basics. If you have not watched either of those videos, I recommend that you do so, or at least watch the basics video before you watch the sus video, so you can get caught up. Now then, we're going to be learning about the sus. Now, to do this, we'll first open up our integrated development environment. And now that we have our integrated development environment open, what we're going to do is we're going to start coding the sus. Now in sus, what you have to do is first we must declare a selector. And a selector can start like this. We can do this, and then we can say the begin. This will then begin our code in the sus, and then we can close it like this with the brackets. And now we have a complete closure. And now that we have this little selector set, we can do things with it. First, what we must do is we can set the color, and we close it like this. We can set a font size. We set it to 40 px, and then we can say the print hello world. And then what it'll do is when this compiles, it will then make a green text that is 40 pixels large, and it will say the hello world. And that is all. And it's a completed sus. So now we'll go to the files. We'll go to the save as. Tectrix. We'll be saving this as ep02.sus. 03.sus. This is episode 3, not 1, not 2. We save, and now we have our sus, and then we open up our compiler, as you can see, it's working as usual. The compiler is in full mode, so now we can go ahead and open up our source code, just like with the hutmul. Both hutmul and the sus both use the same compiler. And now we'll then drag this into our compiler. And now, as you can see, the compiler is now giving us an open with prompt, which then means it wants us to open the compilation. So we then can compile it, and we'll open it with the MS Paint, because it will allow us to see the image. We allow it to open. It is currently saying that it has to download it, so we'll just close that real fast. And then what we do is we now wait. As you can see, the image, it's coming up. And now, if we minimize our compilation, we'll see that it worked. As you can see, it worked. Here is our large text that we said was green. It printed the hello world. Everything is good. Everything worked perfectly. As you can see, we loaded up our ep03.sus we loaded it into the compiler, and it created it for us. Now, for those of you who would like to know more, you may want to know what this SUS means. Now, SUS stands for Cascading a Style Sheet. What this means is that it uses a different format than the HTML, or the HTML, which stands for the Hypertext Markup Language, which, as I said, these are two very different languages, and they work with different compilation softwares that are compiled into one big compiler that Internet Explorer supports. So we can load in either the SUS or the HTML, and it will look perfectly. As you can see, it worked. Everything was good. Everything's perfect. This was the SUS. Now we may close our compiler, and everything is perfect. You can see, very simple, good closure, and everything worked. Everything was perfect. And now you know how to use this SUS. I hope you learned a lot, and I'll be seeing you in the next video. We'll be learning about Java. Java is a very powerful language. We'll be learning how to use it and how to do things with it. It'll be good, you'll enjoy it, everything will be great. Goodbye.